Back at it like a jackrabbit who's a crack addict. Once again, we're going the fuck off for a special double XL spectacular.
Your prayers have been answered.
That's right.
We got your letters, America.
Here we go again. We couldn't stay away. The people demanded it.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. But RC, it is great to talk to you, great to hear from you, and great to be, I think Likewise. It's really a great cause that we're coming together for also.
That's right. And what I like about it is that we're now doing it without the album. There's no other album that we're like, oh, we got to do the thing, and then we got to get to the special procedure. No. It's all icing today, you know what I mean?
It's all gravy. Dude, you're right. Oh boy.
That's right. No super serious album that we have to, deal with our emotions going through. No fucking Father John Misty. No fucking Idols. You know what I mean? Making us think about, existential crises and shit. No.
This is literally an escape. Unless something was brought up in one of the freestyles, we ain't gotta talk about none of that.
Exactly.
No, but first and foremost, I did want to ask, I know we talked about it a little off mic, but if there was anything you wanted to update me or the listeners on that is show fodder, I figured I'd toss it over to you first.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm working on, we got the funding for this animation that I'm working on for a pilot for a show. So, that's fun. Got that going for me. Kofi.com/Rapcritic. Nice. They help your boy out with that.
Yes.
And I'm working on some new songs. At the time of recording this, I'm about to release it on August 1st. New friend request as a single on Spotify and all streaming platforms. And, of course, I'm going to put the lyric video on my site. I'm trying to get better at, what I'm saying, letting the people know what your boy's doing out here. Maybe actually, like, doing a thing, and then instead of just going like, all right, I did the thing, I'm done, maybe actually telling people about it, that might be helpful.
Yeah, getting the word out,
Yeah.
Putting some feet to the street. You got a street team going, you got to get the word out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel ya.
What's going on your side of the internet?
Oh, RC, I'm just washing the blood off my hands after killing a second podcast, but that's not important.
Oh no.
I'm a serial killer out here, dude. No,
look what you did.
But for realsies, this I think you'll find fascinating. I don't even know exactly what made me want to do this, but for the past week or so, I've been listening to this playlist. Billboard 1980s every top 100 hit.
Ooh.
It's 3,856 songs.
Wait.
I think it was like 200 something hours. It came out to like 11 straight days if I were listening nonstop. And it's in chronological order. So I start.
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah. So I'm starting in 1980, and I'm working my way through the decade. And RC.
That sounds so cool.
My findings here. Look, I know it's it's kind of like a general shared opinion that like decades don't really get started for a few years in. So at this point in time, after listening to this podcast for this playlist rather for like maybe 4 or 5 days, I think I'm like at December 82. So I still got a ways to go.
1/5 of the way there.
yeah, I'm making some great strides. But there is so much weird shit in here, and I say that weird as I knew 1950s nostalgia in the 80s was kind of a
thing. Yeah!
Look, dude, I didn't know how big it was.
Oh my goodness, using those big honking cheesy synths to be like, oh, we're gonna remake all the 80s, because real music was the 50s, right? When we were just, doing that same melody of fucking do-do-do-do-do-do.
There are so many songs that just start out like, boom, shwap, shwap, boo, shwap, shwap. I'm like, oh, Jesus. No! What is this? Dude,
That's
I'm not
incredible.
even exaggerating. There are 2 songs that are Glenn Miller remixes from like the 20s. So it's like
to bring it back.
It's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, isn't that insane? It's like, we have this perception of the 80s as like, that was the time of the synths and all this innovation, but half of the 80s was going, no, the 80s isn't cool. What's actually cool is the 50s.
They're still riding that Happy Days wave. Because Happy Days is still going to be on for like another couple of years at this point. Yeah. So that's still popping off huge.
But so when you're going through the list, are you going through, because what I did when I did the live stream, I was going through like the top 100 songs, so just like 1 through 100, and just like, they might not have been number one, but like on the charts long enough that it made an impact that year, and sometimes songs go into the next year and da-da-da.
Right.
But you're saying these are all the songs that were number ones like every week going through.
No, RC.
What?
This is every song that was on the Billboard Hot 100 throughout the decade.
Whoa. Goddamn.
So, you're getting the number 100s, you're getting the slop. You're getting the real dregs.
Really, what I think is really cool about it though is that like because what I was kind of like, I guess the more simplified version of like, going through, because I was just going through the, 1 through 100, and just hearing how the music changes over time from year to year, and it's like, you don't even notice it's happening, but then you'll be like 2 years later, it's like, no, music sounds different than it did like a couple of weeks ago, Yeah, that's so cool.
One very specific instance of that, which also I guess I should mention, by the way, that like, the death throes of disco in the early 80s is so fun because it's like there are more big disco hits than you would think in like its last days, but
fucking Cool in the Gang and shit.
There's also there's a lot. There are so many 70s funk and soul acts in here.
Right.
Like you said, you got Cool in the Gang. You've got the Temptations with a few hits here and there.
Whoa, in the 80s, I would have never
80s
thought.
Temptations, you got 80s Bar-Kays, you got, who is the other one? There was another big name that I always, like, assumed was, like, more 60s, 70s, but they're still giving it the old college try. They're still hanging in there.
Like legacy acts at that point, and because of that sort of nostalgia thing, they're kind of able to just go, all right, I guess we're just here now.
Yeah, it's like, I guess we're making this now. And the way that rap took off, because the first rap song I think I heard in the charts was probably Goddamn Rapper's Delight, to the surprise of no one.
Yeah. Right.
And the first number one rap single, but courtesy of your girl Debbie Harry and
That's
Blondie,
right.
Rapture. So you've got like Curtis Blow, The Breaks. You got Rapper's Delight,
maybe
Apache.
White Lines, maybe at some point.
I was just gonna say, I just got to The Message.
Well, yeah.
I hadn't got to White Lines yet. I got to The Message.
Yeah, that's a little later.
Which is, I want to say, I'm going to guess here. I think it's probably the first song in the Billboard Hot 100 to have fag in the lyrics, not once but twice.
Oh, jeez. What about that song, I Want My MTV?
Oh, that's a couple years
from later.
Now.
Yeah, that's later.
I think that's like 84, if I had to guess. So we're still chugging along, but I'm having fun. I'm not listening to every song. I'm obviously skipping around if it's like, no, this is whack, I don't want to hear this. But it's really interesting to hear there are a lot of bands from the 70s and 80s who are doing songs that sound like 50s and 60s stuff. Like, they're trying to appeal to that nostalgia and that sensibility. And I don't know how much of it is like Reagan influence, or if that was just the vibe.
It's Morning in America.
Yeah, right. Like, what is this? Why is this a thing? Why are the Pointer Sisters doing like 50s kind of sounding stuff? Like, and I was like, oh wow, like it sucks that they had to like resort to this later in their. It was like, no, this is actually before I'm so excited. So I was like, oh, they had these like weird throwback songs, and then they actually like, okay, here's the shit people are actually gonna know us for.
Yo, George Clinton must have been so confused, like, going from, hey, I started the Parliaments as a doo-wop group, but no, we're gonna, like, change the sound of music in the 70s, and who knows what's gonna happen in the 80s, and what, we're just doing the 50s, but with synths? What's happening?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'll let you know if anything else interesting pops up, but yeah, I've still got quite a ways to go. But yeah, that's what I've been up to mainly. Aside from, of course, listening to and watching the XXL Freshman Freestyles and Cyphers, which is really
Let's get into it.
What brings us here today.
That's right.
So I went ahead and did the same thing you did here. I ranked the freestyles and I ranked the cypher performances. And yeah, I guess we'll just get into it, huh?
Yeah. Well, for the just freestyles themselves, what I did was like I like highlighted the parts that I thought were dope, the parts I thought were so-so, and the parts that I thought were whack. And just for the freestyles, I did like the top 3 best and the top bottom worst.
Oh,
and
that's fair.
Then for the cypher, I did a sort of like, all right, a list of who's at the top, like going all the way down. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Oof. Okay. How do we want to start this, dude?
I feel,
you want to go worst to best or best to worst?
Let's start off positive. Who is doing really good?
Okay.
I of course, Ray Vaughn, people have been saying, is the breakout star. So, I thought his was really dope. Not as dope as it could have been. The freestyle, yeah, so I was kind of like, oh, that was the thing too. Like, so the freestyles were kind of like supposed to be, whetting our appetite in a way, right? But yet everyone felt like a bit of a step down compared to when we actually got to them actually doing their thing,
Look, it's weird. I think I got more personality from them with the freestyles than when it came down to the cypher. Because, I don't know, like, them just spitting shit silent in a room by themselves really gives you so much of a better idea as what they're about than when they're in a room with people hyping them up and the same corny beat for everybody. Yeah. Like, I gotta work to this beat. Okay.
Actually, I'm thinking, I just kind of have, the way I have it laid out is just like, going through each one. So maybe let's go through each one and talk about the freestyles, and then we can get to the specifics of the real conversation about who is the best when it comes to the thing. Because the first one I saw was 1900 Rugrat. These rap names, man, I'm just like,
I don't want to sound like too much. I don't want to sound like too much of an old head, but yeah, some of these are a little silly.
So many letters and numbers. 1900 Rugrat.
What's up, everybody? I'm Ian. Oh, cool, it's Ian.
And then just Ian.
Come on, dude. At least,
exactly.
Like, I'm sure I said the same thing about Kyle, but I liked Kyle. Sorry, spoilers.
Ian 135. Are we just doing our fucking usernames now? Is that what's happening?
You gotta throw the zip code at the end or something, dude. Yeah. I like 1-800 Rugrat, though. It almost makes me think of, like, a mid-90s hotline for all the Rugrats gossip.
1-900 Rugrat. Exactly. Talk to your favorite Rugrat. Tommy and Chucky and Phil and Lil. And, okay, nobody really cares as much about, Susie, but, she's there.
Come on. She's here, too, Yeah.
But, if you don't mind me just kind of going through it like this, because, I can just go to the names, and then we can format it like that. So 1900 Rugrat, he was the first one, and it was interesting starting with this guy because holy shit, this guy's voice is so grainy as fuck and like hardcore. So I was like, holy fuck, who is this guy? But then his hairdo is fucking Mo Larry Curly sort of style, and I was like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And it so gives the vibes of like the crazy white boy in the black group. You know what I mean?
Oh like, yeah, 100%.
Who the fuck is this guy? But yeah, now and this was a common thread I felt for a lot of these guys where things started well enough, but then just kind of fell into being a little bland by like halfway through. Yeah, you know, because it was like the first thing he said was like, first thing I did was when I signed a deal was head back in the trenches. And the weird thing where there's like editing, censoring for the first couple of seconds. Maybe this is the general YouTube thing, right, where you have to censor things for the first couple of seconds or something.
I wanted to say what's really funny is that we watched these, and these came out a couple days ago. Just yesterday, YouTube announced that they're getting rid of that. So, like, you can curse. Mind. Yeah, you can curse within the first 7 seconds and still have your video be monetized. So I feel like the Cypher videos are probably, like, the last videos to have to censor their shit, so it's really funny timing.
Yeah. So, he had the one line where he said, early on, like I said, like, he went trolling in that room talking about he did it. Sipping on oil, ain't talking about did it. 762 made the whip do it 360. I was like, oh, okay. Then he said, like, K-pop louder than a bitch, and I thought he was going to do, like, a K-pop reference, but he didn't. And I was like, oh, damn, that was, like, the perfect opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I don't know why.
My K-pop's louder than a bitch. Like, oh, come on. Then, he kind of was like, oh, yeah, in a trap bed with no hose, sleeping on the floor right there with the roaches. There were some lines here that, again, like, these are rappers who are hungry, you know what I'm saying, trying to prove themselves. So you can hear a lot of the desperation in their rhymes and talking about, like, man, just last week I was doing this. Or, like, we're really, like, trying to fucking run it up. So, and you can fucking believe that because, hey, these are the fucking freshmen and, they got something to prove, And then, but then, like, later on when he was like, ain't got no laser on my Glock, but I fuck with them, and that was supposed to be a laser dim reference. Okay. Yeah, but then when the rhyme is, had to switch it up when I got some guap, so I don't fuck with them, and it's just like, first hearing that, I was just like, wait, is he just saying fuck with them and fuck with them? It's like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah. How'd you feel about it?
About 100? I thought he was alright. I don't know which order. Well, actually, I do have the order of how I watched them. I like his high energy. I thought he had a really good flow on his freestyle. Pretty forgettable aside from the Diddy reference for me. For me, out of the 11, 100 Rugrat came at 6th. So, really middle of the road, pretty much.
Yeah. If I were to rate it as a, song, I kind of gave it a 1 because, I like to give one line for something that was good, take away a bit for something that was whack, And yeah, I think when I look at who did I put in my top 3 and my bottom 3, just to throw that out there.
Yeah, because
Yeah, top 3 was Ray Vaughn, surprisingly EBK J-Bo, and I'll explain why, and also surprisingly Laser Dim 700 actually.
Oh, okay.
And my worst was Ian YTB Fat, again these names, and Jello.
Okay. My top 3. Number 1, EBK J-Bo.
Okay.
Number 2, this shouldn't be a surprise. Samara Sin.
Okay.
And number 3, Ray Vaughn.
Samara Sin was cool. I think she represented way better in the actual freestyle for me.
I think so too. For my bottom 3, in 12th place, Ian. We'll get to you, Ian. Number 11, Nino Paid.
What even was that?
And number 10, YTB Fat. Jello came in at number 9 for me, so very close to the bottom 3, but just missed it.
Yeah, just bland enough to not be worth being lower than the others, yeah.
And honestly, that's kind of how he fared in the Cyphers, too.
Yeah.
I
like,
really...
this guy's just tall. That's all he is.
I don't
the ladies are gonna like him, you know?
Sure. I don't want to skip ahead too much, but and I won't say any specifics here, but when it came down to ranking the Cypher performances, I was like, wow, so many of these are tied with like a 1 out of 5, and I was like, okay, now we got to figure out who's slightly better than the other person.
We're just measuring mediocrity here at a certain point.
We really fucking are, dude. But yes, proceed.
Yeah, Baby Chief, do it. That was next. The
Baby
sentence as a rap
Chief.
name.
Yeah.
We're still doing this, but it was solid, but nothing really blew my mind.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't like how
energy.
he rushed through it.
Yeah, okay, so it's like, I like the energy, but yeah, I kind of felt the sort of dark side of that in terms of it being just like, wait, are you just trying to speed through it and just trying to impress me with the speediness? Because
or he's just nervous.
Yeah, maybe, because a lot of these freestyles were kind of summed up as feeling just kind of sloppy to me in a way that's like, whoa, we've been doing this for a while. We don't have like a, hey, do you want to do a second take thing? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like you have enough references on YouTube to go back and watch. Like, okay, what do people typically do with these? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, there were so many moments where, like, they messed up a word in a way that was kind of egregious, in a way that, like, oh, you sure you don't want to just do that again? Like,
I wonder if they're allowed a second take.
Like, we've only got 8 minutes in the studio.
Yeah, that's it.
Just fucking shoot it.
They're kicking us out.
But, yeah, freestyle, like, Baby Chief, there wasn't anything that was, like, especially stood out there. There was just one part where he said, like, it's like, even if I don't care how much you trick, even if I was broke, they still eat dick. And that's a fact, because even back then, hoes was fucking just off my lips. So it's like, all right, just off his fucking, tongue game, the chicks was fucking with him. Okay, that's something. But, everything else, after a while, what was it? Yeah, it's not even notable. Like I said, I have highlights for when something was notable, when something was kind of like mid, where it's like it feels like they're heating up, but it doesn't quite get there. And yet, what is it? He goes like, compared to me, you ain't never did shit. For sure, I ain't never took as many risks. And didn't he repeat that? Like, yeah, you ain't never did shit or something like that. Or it was 1 or 2 lines where it felt like, wait, didn't he already say that? And it's like there wasn't really like an impact to it. It just kind of felt like, did he forget that he already said that? It was that sort of feel.
There were a couple examples of people who ended up repeating something, and a lot of the time for me it didn't really mean anything. Like, it was like, okay, either this is filler or whatever, and it really came down to, okay, at this point, how is your energy when you're doing this? Like, how are you delivering this line again?
I think that matters. Yeah, because, we can do this thing of like, oh, as soon as you repeat something, now that's whack. But there can be something to be said for the delivery, the tone in relation to what else is being said. I don't think you need to be super lyrical. You can just be like, have good presence and be able to deliver in a way that, like, goddamn, he delivered that in a way that nobody else could have. Like, he made that pop in a way that nobody else would have, with his charisma and whatnot. But some MCs on this shit was like, there were certain parts where someone would just start repeating something, and like, this rap shit is a sport, right? And I feel like as I'm watching it, sometimes I feel like I'm a coach who's like going like, what are you doing? You're fucking around, get back on D. Like, what are you doing? We're not done yet. Like,
Yeah. I feel like if you're repeating a line a bunch, but I could easily see it's something that gets stuck in my head.
Right.
Like, ooh, yeah, that actually does sound really good. You should say that more. Like I'm gonna be skipping ahead here because I feel like I'm repeated.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just tiptoeing around it with Samara Sin's freestyle, which she ends with more N-word should get with the damn. It's hard when you're censoring a word and you're also trying to
in the middle of trying to flow the
I know, it's like she says more N-words should get in that kitchen, and then she says it, but it's like I'm thinking, and then the end in that kitchen, and it's like, ooh, and even she's like, she's going, and someone in the background is going like, yeah, like they're getting really hyped for it.
Wait a minute, that hits.
And by the end, she like cuts herself off, and she's like, whoa, like she almost got caught in a loop, and like had to actively be like, whoa, okay, I need to stop because I'm gonna keep saying that. Yeah, it's like,
did a thing where she did like a hemiola thing where like she didn't fill out the line all the way, but she like repeated it a bit right before the end of the 4-bar phrase, so it kind of like went in this sort of flow. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then she stopped like, whoa, yeah.
It's like, yeah, like if I'm feeling the energy and everyone in the room is like, oh, ooh, it's like, okay, yeah, you can keep saying this thing that I don't understand what that means.
Yeah,
over and over again, you know?
Yeah, and the context I actually thought was kind of cool because it kind of felt like a sort of, gender flip, right? More y'all niggas need to get in that kitchen,
Oh my god, that's true! I didn't think of that.
It could be like, oh, gender flip, or it could be like, you're about to cook up that Coke for me, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Damn, I like that.
But, yeah, good little nuggets of moments like that are cool. Then, okay, so let's talk about EBK J-Bo, because you put him at the top of the list. I was like, oh, snap. Yeah. So this threw me the fuck off, because, again, the first time hearing it, so just to give the quick background, apparently he had been arrested right before he was able to do the freestyle, so they somehow maneuvered something for him to be able to do it while he was in jail. And what sucks about that is that I feel like, when you first initially listen to it, it kind of robs the energy because the recording equipment is kind of cheaper, so like words are missed and stuff like that. And I was like, the first time I listened to it, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this one. But then when I went back to like rate it and actually look at the lyrics and see what he's saying, I really ended up liking it. Especially for how, it was a sort of, oh yeah, this is what I wrote here. Like, the sound quality was, like, really shitty, but then there were moments where you could see him getting emotional in the middle of the verse.
Ooh.
Like, so, like, and what he's saying in the verse is actually real shit. He's talking about, like, hey, dealing with being in jail and so on. In fact, I'm going to quote one of the lyrics in a minute where I think it was the part where he kind of breaks down a little bit. But then by the end, he kind of gives, like, a bit of a hopeful smile of kind of being like, dude. And I was like, yo, like, we just have an emotional arc right now?
Look, like, I don't necessarily know if I would call it aura farming, but doing your freestyle in your cell goes so fucking hard that, like, even on that alone, I was like, this dude could say whatever he wants to say. The shitty webcam quality, he's just sitting there in his fucking uniform spitting. I was like, look, I don't care.
He's already getting it out of the mud. Yeah, the scrappiness.
I mean, it also made it sound like he was arrested on his way to the XXL studio. I hope that's
what
not
the hell
true.
happened?
Like, that's really fucked up. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, that sucks. It's like, can't we just do it after? Please don't run away. Just let me do it.
If this was a movie, well, okay, not a recent movie. If this was maybe like a comedy in the 80s, the cops would have stopped him, and he would have said what they were doing or whatever. And then he would have been at the studio doing his freestyle, and you would see the cops, like, outside the window, and they're, like, nudging each other, and, like, one's tapping his toe, and the other one's kind of smiling or whatever. And the second he gets out of the studio, they just slap the cops off.
It's like, sorry, buddy.
All right. Yeah, like, they're both like, I'm really sorry I have to do this. Like,
the law is the
law. Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I know. But then everyone's oddly in good spirits about it.
Yeah. No, but what he was saying, because that's right. This part specifically here, when he says, like, drill for me, sad death, but he deserved the damage, kill with aggression, so the murder, special circumstances, catch a case and point fingers, never recommended. He stood on business, took the sentence, then got left in prison. I cashed at them just because I've been in that position. How can somebody be so close but you still feel the difference? Had toxic feelings, levels mixing, so I kept it hidden. Dream of different ways of living, blood the picture vivid. County phones and gang charges, it'll drain your soul. Can't talk to moms without breaking down. You feel that pain before? It was just like, holy shit. Like, can't call on granny for advice because she can't take no more. Plus the streets, they introduce you and it ain't the same no more. It was just like, holy fucking shit, this is too much. That's too much, man.
So fucking good. Yeah, I was like, God damn, he's cooking.
And then I think the last bit that he said right before, there was a little bit that repeated where he's like, the pain I witnessed make it so hard to reach my goals sober. It was just like, holy fuck. Yeah, that was heavy, Doc. That was heavy.
Yeah, fucking nuts.
Yeah. Then Eam Triplin. Triplin.
I was like, Triplin. I like that name.
Does that mean something? Is that a word? Is that a phrase? Yeah, someone would tell me if that meant something, right? Yeah. I ain't Eam Triplin.
Someone in the comment section of wherever this gets uploaded.
Drop down in the comments. Yeah.
Is this a skibbity toilet type thing? Is this a new skibbity toilet type thing that I'm just not hip to?
For the Rizzler,
Yeah. How is Eam Triplin related
Ohio
to the Rizzler?
or something?
Are they friends?
Ohio. Yeah.
Is he from Ohio? Yeah. What's going on?
Kids are talking about Ohio. Are kids going to Ohio now more? Is that what's happening?
Does he have a Labubu? What's going on with this dude?
I fucking love Boo Boo.
I just don't understand, folks. I just turned 38. You gotta give me some slack here. I'm pushing 40. I'm not up on all the slang, okay?
Yeah, all the slanguage,
Exactly. Explain it slowly for Grandma, okay?
But yeah, now this was the one where it's like he had a couple of good moments early on where he's like, 5 beats a day for 5 years, like I'm Kanye searching for my lover, trying to find my fiance, and then told me just to always watch my back because niggas will steal your shit and help you try to find where it's at. That shit was like, nice
I love
little
that
reference
bar.
there. But then when he got to the end, he just like fucking started fumbling. He was like, he says like, this money hitting different. I ain't grew up with the bag. Had to rock fake J's to school. This shit was ass. But then it's like, I'm still working hard. I've been grinding like my dad. Then something is so funny to himself where he's like, ha ha ha, yeah, grinding like my dad did. Grinding like my dad did. Grinding. And I was like, what? That wasn't how you end that. Like, what was that?
I didn't personally mind that. I thought that was kind of like a little charming. It was just like, grinding like my dad did. Grinding like my dad did. Like he just kind of mumbles to himself as he kind of trails off. I'm like, okay.
I feel like there's a therapy thing that he needs to do right after this, right? Where he's like, I got to set up an appointment. Actually, this might be generational trauma.
He's figuring it out in the booth. What a way to find out.
Right in real time.
He's working through it in front of our eyes.
Then we get Jello.
Jello.
What a name. Yeah.
There's always room for him, I hear.
Yeah. His first line was good. Keep your motherfucking mouth zipped up and fuck the podcast. It's raining bullets on any given day. Hey, that's the broadcast. I was like, okay. That was kind of something. I like
that.
But then everything else was like, like he kept talking about, your host see me and she start to drool looking like she want 3, not you. Niggas good to tweaking past 2. I'm out here with my tool acting like with the 1, leave you with nothing, then ask you how you doing. It was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah. I liked the attitude and I liked the flow, but I just wrote down like not super quotable or memorable really. Very middle of the road performance.
Yeah.
And fuck our podcast.
Right. I was like, oh, all right. What? Right. I like it. I like the rambunctious energy. You know what I mean? I just wish it was followed through.
He knew we weren't gonna give him we weren't gonna give him props. They're like, oh, they're gonna say I'm mid.
Fuck these podcasts. Yeah.
He fucking knew. He listened to our backlog and just somehow pieced it together.
It's like, oh shit, I ain't got a chance.
Fucking haters, damn.
I got a prayer. No. Then we get to fucking Ian, and this is just disappointing. You're supposed to be the white boy who represents. What are you doing?
I'm over here cracking my knuckles because look, dude. Ian was back when we first started talking. Well, actually, no. This was before we talked about doing the episode. I saw that the freestyles are out, and Ian's was the one I watched first.
Oh no!
And dude,
I ain't Ian interested.
When I fucking see you got 4 black dudes behind you.
Oh my god, they was trying to pull that. Oh, they're cool with it. They think it's dope, right? Hit me with the hit me with the meme.
Look, that rubbed me the wrong way so bad, so fast. Because look, what's that fucking bar from Not Like Us talking about Drake having to go to Atlanta? Like,
right. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars.
That's what it fucking reminded me of Ian thought, oh, I need some credibility here. I need four black dudes just behind me, like snapping and going,
approving,
and giving me a beat that nobody else has. A little bit of an unfair advantage, and he still fucking fumbled. He still was the fucking worst.
Right? Dude. I was like, wait a minute, because you're supposed to, all right, if we were going to do that, it's going to be, every other line's going to be a punchline, and it's going to be accented by them saying it. Oh, it's going to be great. And then halfway through, I'm like, what are these even for? Like, these aren't even worth that, you know?
Look, I thought he started out okay.
Sure.
And I was like, okay, he's got some good energy.
That first line was good. The first line was good. Walking this bitch, how the hell y'all doing? How y'all feeling today? Ready to turn myself in down at the station. I made a killing today. I was like, oh, okay. All right, let's go.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, and then Ian always getting high. What happened to him? Yo, Ian, what happened to you? I'm the same as I was. I'm just getting paid with a few more habits now. Oh, shit, here we go again. Damn, I got this dime bitch. She just want to be my friend. And then he's like, damn, you think Flow Rider's here. It's going down for real. Damn, a little bitch too high for this. Jesus, take the wheel. And then it's, this line where he's like, plug like goddamn, every day you want the flavor, okay. You went round, but you want to come back crying, bitch, okay. Damn, it's getting hot in here. Take off all your clothes. Damn, I'm feeling like 50 Cent, bitch, I'm in the club. Damn, I'm on that Britney spit. Man, I'm on my Britney shit. Oops, I did it again. Damn, I'm on my DJ Khaled shit. We the best. I'm like, dude, what? This doesn't rhyme. What are you doing?
When he's seriously, oh my god, I'm on my DJ Khaled shit. We the best. And it just sits there. Damn, we're rolling hella deep. Like I feel like Adele. Damn, like, kiss me through the phone, suck me through the cell. Look, bro, that whole outro bit. Meanwhile, the whole time, damn, I'm on my Britney shit. Oops, I hit again. No.
Really?
That should be like,
there should have been at least one,
The ums get quieter and quieter as they go. Yeah, you just hear a guy go like,
yeah.
By the end, they're all four of them are just booing him loudly. Boo! This shit sucks. Nah, yeah! What the fuck? Look. If he wasn't paying them, which I feel like is the only way, they would have showed
them all a quick 20.
Look, and I ran my ass to Twitter, and I was like, what are people? Look, the people were not kind to your boy that day.
Oh no!
People were eating him alive, justifiably so. I was so happy to see it. It made me so happy to just see everybody was like, no, fuck this corny
we're in
dude.
Agreement.
Yeah, look, in times like these, RC, we need people like Ian to bring everyone together. No, that white boy sucked shit. What the fuck is he doing here? How did he make it to the class?
Who let him in the room?
Who let him in the room? Get him the fuck out of here. Yeah, then, no, absolute dog shit, yeah.
Yeah, then Laser Dim 700, which I actually ended up liking his, but I think it's just he went on so long that there was just enough that I ended up enjoying, you know what I mean?
That's what I said too. I said, little long, but entertaining. Because, I wrote down the, big Uber... Okay. This is a weird way of phrasing this, by the way.
Yeah.
Big Uber black truck looking like insurgent. Long as I got blick, I ain't nervous. Push up, clean shit up, this detergent. I forgot I used to be broke, I'm splurging. And it was like, okay. But then I also noticed he had a little bit of trouble keeping his flow. Like, he kind of, like, lost his footing a couple times, which is always unfortunate.
That sucked. Yeah. And there was one part where he says, I was kind of like in the sort of like, using shadow vowels with the flow. He's like, you ain't putting no pints in eight. You ain't serving it. Told the op to smoke, told the op to smoke stunk. It's permanent. Talking shit, I could have swore I could have sold it to a journalist. But then, different drip. I got my drip from Journ to Me. And I was like, well, that's how you say that. Okay. We'll just look past that.
You were doing okay. I'll give you a pass.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, all right, I can see in the moment maybe you got it wrong, But the way he started his verse was kind of like messed up the momentum because first with the censorship, but just the sort of you fuck up, you get your rack back. You fuck up, you get your rack back. And I was like, wait, what is he saying? if you fuck up, you get your money back. It's like, that's not how that works. Like, or is he saying like, oh, if you fuck up, you should go and get your rack back? Like, oh, okay, the wording just need to be a little bit more clear or something, you know? And then what's happening is when he starts off, they kind of fade in. He's kind of pulling on his hair a little bit, you know. So he says the line, and so I'm kind of feeling like, oh, okay, is this guy confident, you know? But then he goes like, I put down my money, I got my rack back, I really be dripping, tattoo snapback. And then he said he feel like he empty, he pull on his hair, and I was like, well, you're pulling on your hair, are you feeling like you're empty right now? I was like, what was this a fourth wall breaking thing doing? I don't understand what that was, but. Yeah, he said something where he was like, smoked up your shit, you ain't trying to make no money, drink got me heavy, I think I need to go vomit. Like, just the way he kind of delivered the, it was kind of cool, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Through the stop sign, I'm going 100. Nigga ass a bitch, he think he demonic. You know, so I thought that was kind of cool with the flow there. And then, like, I don't want to switch, I'm a real deal gunman. I need some fine shit with an accent from London. Like, I thought that was kind of cool, you know? But yeah, and then, you know, it was a cool enough way getting to the end where he's like, nigga really spooked, he's trying to be a hot guy, give you some loot before you cook like a pot pie. I ain't on my stick, we got to jump, it got bump fire. Soon a nigga think the smoke done, we gonna come by. But then the way he ended it with the, hit me with the okie doke, she think I'm a dumb guy. Which was like, what? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I put Laserdisc behind 1-800 Rugrat. It was a 6 and 7 type situation.
I get it.
I probably should have put him ahead of Rugrat. I don't know.
I like the energy of Rugrat. I like 1900. Like, that bumps it up just enough for me, I would say.
That's fair.
Then low shimmy, is that it?
I think low, I guess. I thought his whole verse was pretty quotable.
Yeah, especially the second half. Yeah. With the, only feel the savings when them killers linger. Caught his ass and squeezed my trigger finger. Dead that out of anger. I can't leave my house without a banger. I feel like I'm in danger. All my niggas turn their back on me. I remember in a room with strangers. And then I get groovy, bitch. My life a movie, not no Tyler Perry. Shit get rough, them Zans ain't enough. I started popping berries. I liked his flow there with how he ended strong. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'll give him that.
I have him as number 4. So,
okay.
I think, EBK, Samara, Rayvon, Low Shimmy, Eam Triplin, 1-800 Rugrat, Laser Dim, then Baby Chief, Jello, YTB, Nino Paid, and Ian is how I have
Nino
mine.
Paid. Good lord, what a nothing. What the fuck?
Oh,
what?
Yeah, that's right. We didn't even really talk about Nino Paid. A 16-second generic ass bars, and look, dude.
Just singing and.
Okay, I did like his voice.
Sure,
I will say that. I really
but give us a hook and a verse at least.
I didn't like the fighting like you're trying to stop me.
Whoa, what was that? Way it was everything of the first 2 bars where he said, girl, let me get inside your body. You're fighting me like you're trying to stop me. Like,
no,
like stranger danger.
Bro.
What the fuck? What are we doing?
That's a real bad start, dude. What the fuck are you doing? We didn't really talk about YTP either, but I should point out 2 things that made his stand out more than anyone else's. One, he had that metal stool that he was like banging for a beat.
And that really threw me off at first. I was like, what's happening?
It's really loud. Look, if anything, his verse is the hardest to hear, if not for the loud ass stool that he's banging. His chains, they're rattling so loud that you almost can't hear him over his own chains. Like, dude, all right.
I was like, come on. And his flow was the most, like, sounding like he was just barely saying the words, like, Fi's only just homeless, 5 foot wood, and I put passport. And I was like, wait, was that even a rhyme? Did I miss what the rhyme was?
Yeah.
And, and, like, I liked the banging on the table after a while with how it kind of oriented his flow. Like, it kind of felt like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And then when he starts hitting, it's like, okay, here's where the beat is. And now I can kind of flow around that. Because at first I was like, he's like, I booked a flight to Turks, but he flew a couple at Quakos. And I was like, what? Was that a rhyme? I don't hear where these rhymes are. And then it's like, that's a good way to start a day off. Rap game fake as fuck, but I still didn't take no days off. And I'm like, still not hearing a rhyme anywhere. And there was one bit where he said, like, want smoke? How about the Corvette? I wouldn't book that bitch for a show at Wendy's. I was like, oh, okay, that was kind of funny.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but by the end, just repeating the same line like 6 times in a row, I was like, what even are we doing here? You know? Yeah, like he was just repeating the same line, but replacing the last word with, this person and that person. I was kind of like, I'm kind of cool on that.
Yeah, I don't like that type of shit.
Yeah. Then Ray Vaughn, I thought, of course, his was the best of all of them for me, but it started a little wonky. Like, it's that slightly overwriting a lyric where it's like, I'm something like a stylist at the zoo, how I address the elephants in the room. And it was like,
okay, look.
At a zoo? Like,
his opening, he starts and ends his shit so corny. That is how he starts, with the elephant in the zoo. And then, I don't know if this was in that Eminem video where he's like, these are lines we can't be saying anymore.
Right.
But he seriously says, but now they're feeling what I'm saying, like they reading in Braille. Dude.
I was like, we heard that one.
What the
Retire it.
You really gotta hang that one up. Like, hang that jersey up in the rafters.
Right, hang that rhyme jersey.
We've heard it enough. I really liked his, he was very emotive, though.
Yes.
I really liked the energy, and he was really putting his whole fucking ass into that shit.
Yeah, the multis were insane. Was created with ambition. There's no way to get it installed. My mama alcoholic. I tried to help her with the withdrawals. And then what was the later part where he says, this part where he really gets into it, where he's like, yeah, they spilled milk, they crying over the mess now, they double crossed me and got to deal with regrets now. Back then shit wasn't clicking for me, select foul, my life was dependent on scales, I guess I'm a reptile, seeing weird shit but I can't explain it like the X-Files, I was like, oh shit, we're really going,
I was digging that a lot. Yeah,
and finally Samara Sin. Solid enough verse, especially with how she started off. I've been working on my temper. I get hot like Bic, gassed and fired up. Who you seen pop like this, But now, I kind of like this line, but it was a little bit kind of like confused about the wording. It was like, my therapist just told me not to act so quick. I had to put my hands into my cheeks so I ain't smack that bitch. Now, I like the sentiment of like, I had to do something so I wouldn't smack her. But I was just trying to figure out, wait, I had to put my hands into my cheeks? Like, what do you... What do you mean? Like, you put your hands in your mouth? Like, what? Or
I'm guessing maybe
on your butt cheeks?
Like, sat on her hands.
Oh, okay, maybe. Yeah.
That is a weird way of putting it, but that's what I got.
Yeah.
Fucking... I was digging in my butt twin, so I didn't smack my therapist. Like, what?
And then I like that she ended strong, where she said, see, I would put the pen down, but it's been stretching my book. I guess this low budget Doge is still expensive as fuck. Damn.
Yes. Oh,
I like that acknowledging of her voice, because she has a really cool voice. But yeah, you can say it's like, oh, this is just Doja Cat. This is just, so and so, But yeah.
I mean, look, it's definitely at this point, and I'm sure I've said this for the last maybe 4 or 5, but really, if you've got a woman in there, just by virtue of bringing a different energy, typically than what the men are bringing, she's gonna stand out. And
right.
I mean, it's not exactly like we've seen this be like, oh, not work, because like we've seen Megan shine. We've seen.
Sure.
I really wish we would have got more from Tara Whack. Remember her?
Yeah, that's right.
Like, we get really great performances from these people, and they shine and they bring something different. Sometimes they get swallowed up because, unfortunately, like we've talked about on the show numerous times before, like, they really only allow so many spots for women rappers. Like, if they already got a Megan, they're not really going to have too many open spots. If Doja has another single out, it's like, okay, now we got Megan and we got Doja. Now we're, like, one over. Now we're definitely not going to bring another one into the fold. Like,
right.
So it's definitely hard to... Yeah, it's hard to work your way in there, unfortunately. It sucks that it's still fucking like that. You'd think with so many people especially after how Doja blew up, that like they would have taken time to notice and switch things up. But I don't know. Maybe the audiences are so drastic, like they just really don't fuck with the women rappers that much as a whole.
So getting to the actual cipher, do you want to like go like what's our top to bottom list, and then get into individual stuff? How you feeling?
I did copy and paste the whole verses from everybody. So
yeah, I did as well.
Maybe do you just want to go through each one and say what we thought about each person in order, and then by the end of it we can give the official order?
Okay, all right. Sure. Yeah, no worries.
Okay. So the first video starts with 1900 Rugrat, who goes on for ever. He gives like 2 minutes of this like 5-minute long video. Very long. At this point, not a fan of the gravelly voice for this long. Like, maybe in small doses, I'm okay with it.
It was impactful at certain points, definitely. Like you was a bitch like your po-ass fucking daddy. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, okay, shit.
And then I like the first line. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't like how he started.
Oh, you didn't like that? I
thought that was corny.
Like I'm cutting sushi.
I didn't like that or the I spent $10K on a carpet, I feel like Aladdin. I was like, I did like, though, honestly, like, right at the halfway point at his fucking verse, I put a 30 in a Chrissy like my name was John Legend. Look, alright.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. That's cool. That's clever.
Although, him saying, me and the gang just like the Beatles, might go out like John Lennon, like, oh, that feels like a bad harbinger there. But don't say that.
might go out like John Lennon. Is that a hope? Are you manifesting this for yourself, dude? I would.
Like, a fan is going to shoot you? Is that what you want to do?
I might go out like Paul McCartney. Live for.
Might go out like Selena.
Ever. Yeah, I'm gonna go out like Selena. I was like, all right.
Don't put that bad juju on yourself. Yeah, say go out like Paul McCartney. I might be irrelevant and corny in 40 years, but at least I'll still be alive.
Or you could go out like Ringo, a dude who seriously had so many like corrective surgeries before the time he was 9 that every doctor was like, this dude is not going to see adulthood. And now look at this fucking dude. Like,
yeah, he's one of the fucking longest living ones.
I think he is I think he's older than Paul. I think he was the oldest of the four. Dude is still out here kicking like it's nothing. That's what you want to aim for.
Yeah, he stayed the fuck up out the way. That's right.
But yeah, other than that, I didn't have anything else quoted, unfortunately. I just was kind of underwhelmed by it, really.
Yeah, I like the, blowing dope fire on me like a dragon. I was like, all right, that's something.
That's basically how I felt about it. That's something. Really something. Okay. It's not really worth highlighting, but it's okay.
Yeah. Then Baby Chief do it. This was the most like just pure energy where I was kind of like, wait, are there real punchlines and hits here? Like I like the energy, but I was kind of like, but where's the actual like heat? Because I think it's just the surprise of being like he looks like a fucking teenager and then brings it up. So that's kind of like wait, how old is he? And where he goes like, he goes fuck the net because they'll say anything. I'm 14, 15, 16, but I'm actually 17, 18, 19. It's like, wait, what? Wait, which are they? It's like, it doesn't matter. Hoes still show me their titties. It's like, oh, okay. Well, maybe they might want to know how old you are just in case.
Just as a cursory, just
to make sure they're not going to jail for anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of like, okay, so that's just his gimmick? Is that it? His gimmick is that he looks young, and I guess he is. Okay.
It's like
cool.
That can't last too long. Ask the dudes who made the Aisha song what's the shelf life for that, Like, Aisha.
I like my shit slim and pretty, 5 feet tall, but I still get jiggy. So me and Baby Chief Keith are the same height. Little trivia for y'all out there. Both 5 foot. Outside that, though, yeah, what? And it was like almost too short. Like, maybe if it wasn't
just like the gentleman himself.
Yeah, maybe after it wasn't after a long-winded ass 1900 Rugrat, then like
Yeah,
it wouldn't have
1900
seemed
rhymes.
so short. Seriously, like all right. But then we get Laser Dim 700.
Laser Dim 700.
What the fuck?
Nothing to
was
see
this?
here, folks. Nothing to see.
Nothing to see.
Move along.
Low shimmy. Really, also kind of sleepy ass flow.
That's
and
right, because he started off and I kind of was like, oh, the voice is kind of, he's trying to move through the style like that, but then it was so like on the offbeat, but not in the cool way, where sometimes you can kind of play with that offbeat. Like, no, it sounded like, oh, do we need to start this over? Because it felt like he was just off. Yeah. Like, and he kind of worked the angle a little bit into it, but yeah.
Ambidextrous, baby, but I shoot with my lefty. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed, so I went Prezi. I don't know what that means.
Don't know what that was supposed to mean. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Kick the door in so we could win, so they won't... Wait. Kick the door in so we could win, so they won't let me. Don't know what that means either. Broke N-words, always trying to lecture me. That's my pet peeve.
That's my pet peeve.
Okay.
That was alright. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the... I walk in double XL, like the referencing the double XL.
Exactly.
I always think that's
like,
kind of corny.
All right, we know we're here,
But seriously, by the time he got to the, I gave a rack to Rugrat, I gave a rack to Chief, all right. I pass it right to Ian, bitch, I smoke her like some Keef. All right, we got it, dude.
And then he goes like, I'll smoke you like a leaf, I'll smoke you like my...
Like my...
And like, what happened? What?
He gave up.
Yeah.
He realized, oh, actually, let me instead go with the... I told the bitch, come suck my dick and get inside my briefs. I told the bitch could take her out, so don't want to... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, don't want to use your teeth. I told the bitch, don't use the dentures, so put her right to sleep. It's like, oh, yeah, that was a better... Here? That was better than the smoke you like a leaf part, or whatever the fuck they were getting at.
But I was still just like, he's just really focusing on like, dude, please stop biting it. Like,
She won't stop biting it.
Like, I know, chewing on the stick like a piece of bubble gum. It's like, stop it, you're not actually supposed to do that.
But dude, the hits just keep on coming.
That's right.
Nino paid. Good flow with a whole lot of nothing. And again, just gave up towards the end.
Yes. So, like, and there was one or two bars. Again, I like the sort of the desperation bars, right? Where he's like, we used to steal our stores because we ain't really had nothing to eat. You grabbed the cheese, I grabbed the bread. One of y'all niggas try to steal the meat, and that's how it was. We ate for a couple of weeks. I was like, I liked that sort of like storytelling, giving you how desperate things were. Like, I thought that was cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, he just fell out of it. Like, fuck is a Nino Paid type beat. I used to search that shit all the time, but for other rap niggas, not me. And I was just like, wait, what? So he's like, what's a beat?
Are people asking that?
Yeah, exactly. But I was confused, like, oh, fuck, it's a Nino Paid type beat. I used to search that all the time. Like, were you searching what a Nino Paid type beat is? I don't understand. But then he goes, but for other rappers, not me. So, like, wait, so were you doing it for other? It's just not clear what he means here.
It's a very awkward way of saying, like, I used to search other rappers type beats, and now people are typing that for me, and that's hard to believe that I'm in that, like, echelon. But that's a weird bar to try to get across.
It's just phrased awkwardly, yeah.
And then by the end, told you this beat be stupid. The left wrist stupid. The right wrist stupid. I'm alright now, but me and Chief, we've been made cooler. What?
I was like, okay. And then he said, like, he was like, I bet Ian, I need my money by tonight. It is like, told you this beat be stupid. It's like, wait, is he? Like, I can't tell if this is an insult or it's like, I told you this beat was going to be fucking stupid. It was like, oh.
It really could go either way, huh?
Yeah.
So wait. Does that imply that Ian thought the beat would be shit?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He's just selling out Ian, and then Ian has to go up next, and so he just decides, oh, I'm just going to, like, trauma dump or whatever the fuck I'm gonna do for my verse. I'm just gonna air my grievances.
What even the fuck is happening by the end of this verse?
I seriously just have written The only thing I have written down for Ian's verse is, huh?
Yeah.
I had no idea what he was talking about. He lost me so fast.
He lost the plot. Like, and then just the first thing he said, and it's like the energy would make you think that there was going to be something here. He's like,
yeah,
go ask about me. I'm not that guy. He kind of starts on like the offbeat a little bit, so it's kind of fun there. It's like, oh, okay. He's like, go ask about me. I'm not that guy. Most of these grown ass men act cool online, but they actually act like thoughts. And I was like, okay, that didn't really work, but okay,
right.
You know, let's see, keep going. And then he's like, I got plans, opinions, and real feelings. I could never be no prop. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. It was just me and my mama, my sister, my dad. Before your ass came around. I'm like, all right, didn't
wait,
rhyme.
who?
Maybe it's gonna be
in
the next rhyme, right? Yeah. He was my brother before everything went south. Now I don't know who he is. Yeah, who are we talking about? And all right, where's the rhyme? It's like, you ain't had nothing for me when I held shit down. I ain't never gonna do that again. It's like, oh, I'm still not hearing the rhyme.
Okay.
And then, I don't mind you living your truth, but you want to hold another lever of eating on dick. Like, oh, what? And it's like, you gotta stop letting shit get to your head. You might just make shit fun again. And I'm like, who are you talking to?
I'm so confused, and I just now thought about it, but I don't mind you living your truth, but you want a whole new level of eating dick? Is he talking about, like, a gay person?
Maybe.
Like,
maybe that's
what is he talking
here.
About?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, hey, I'm going to be gay. Yeah, maybe.
Is this going to be expanded upon in a song on his album that I'm never going to hear?
Right. It's about my gay friend. It doesn't matter that he's gay. He was just acting like a dick, though. Like, is that what's happening?
Yeah, just fucking quit letting shit get to your head. You might... fucking shit just might be fun again.
Yeah,
like,
what?
No one in the room is feeling that.
Yeah, that felt so personal. Like, oh, you might just actually have some fun for once. Like, okay, calm down. Maybe... Did this need to be a text? Like...
Also, to end the video is so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like, if he maybe went second, that would have been fine. Like, it wouldn't have made it better, but, like, that's the note we go out on, is him just ranting about somebody and something that could have just been a fucking Facebook post. Like, what is this?
There's a Facebook post afterwards where he's like, and I'm not done talking about another thing.
It would have to be a Facebook post so we wouldn't have the character limit, so he's not, like, doing a fucking Notes app tweet.
Oh, yeah.
But dude, like, that whole first video, like, you got every, like, corny dude in the first part, and you saved, like, all the good shit for the second part. Like, they knew what the fuck
really
they were doing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, as soon as I look at it, yeah.
And
like,
I mean, look.
I would almost feel insulted if I was in that first video.
Yeah, I'd be fucking looking around like, wait a minute. What does this mean?
Hey, that guy's verse sucks, and that guy's verse sucks. Wait.
Oh no! His verse sucked, and my verse is gonna suck too. Oh my god!
Fantastic.
But look, seriously though, I say all that, and then in this video, we got the worst fucking one.
Yeah, within there is the worst one. Who was it? Fucking YTB Fat. That's what I'd say.
YTB Fat! I the only note I have written down is, yes, give us nothing!
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh my goodness. I wrote down, because I had this moment, because, you know, we do that thing of like, no, it's either hyper lyrical or it's whack, but no, it's like, he could have made that work. He could have worked the angle, leaned into the style, kind of made it fun. It could have functioned as sort of like, this is just kind of like the bridge in between the next verse. I'm just kind of maybe saying some cool shit that sounds kind of fun, but no, he wasn't saying anything that was kind of cool. It's like, oh, for the cash, he gonna hit who he loved. Like, that was kind of something where I was like, but it was just it just felt out of nowhere, you know, and but then the money saying how they fold two doves, bitches saying how they fold two doves, and I'm like, I don't care how they fold two doves, dude. I don't know. And then outside pop the dawn. This is a nothing phrase. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Like, that was so disappointing, especially the way they fucking set it up. It was so mean. You start out with Samara, who just gives such a fun. She really kept the fucking energy flowing.
Really appreciated her, yeah.
I loved her part, the tongue too sharp ho cutlery. I thought that was a really fun use flip a phrase. The we're seeing black and move the culture like February. I thought that was a cool line.
I was like, okay.
there was a lot of really cool wordplay in here.
Yeah.
Fucking no careers no more, just field trips. I'm finna bring the class back from the cemetery. Like,
Woo!
weird
Woo!
shit. Just being
Yeah.
thrown in there. It was just like, yes, fucking take chances. Say weird shit. I love that. And then you follow it up with Ray Vaughn, who just gives the absolute best of the whole goddamn group.
The man with the golden verse over here.
And then Fat has to follow that. Like,
yeah, what in the fuck is
seriously
happening?
go from the best one of the whole group to the worst one of the whole group. That is
just
so
to do a contrast,
fucked.
I guess.
So incredibly fucked. With lines like, he killed your brother, how's he still alive? That alone.
Oh,
but,
shit.
But then just this whole part here, the own the rules to the game, so I play by myself. Pulling cards, went with the hands I was dealt. Burying my big cuz you ain't see how it felt. Tapping in school and that got trapping in school and that got me expelled. Been going through hell and I'm making it clear as propel. Jehovah's Witness, we ringing your bell. That whole stretch. It's like, dude.
Wow.
And I mean, there's more. I talk numbers. I speak Roman numerals. Bitch, I'm gonna be late for my funeral. Dude. And it keeps going. This other part, I'm a good guy for nothing. I turn into Chucky. After I fuck, I don't want you to touch me. Can't get to me cooking. I can't fuck with you if your feet is ugly. That's such a random thing to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Hang with you N-words. You square like a guppy. Singing too much. You a jiggly puffy. Like, all right.
I love it.
There's no touching this dude. He just kept going and going.
The Energizer buddy out this bitch.
And the fucking way he ended it too, by the way. I don't know if this was like a little sneak diss or what.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Double XL, I'm giving you hell, huh? Yeah. It's better this than to sit in a cell. Damn. And he looks at the camera. Like, ooh, what was that?
Like, that was a little spicy. Because that didn't feel like a shout out. That felt like at least we're not, I'm glad I'm not that asshole. Like, that's what that felt like to me in the interview.
Yeah.
And look, I don't like to be one of those
rough.
guys who's going rap beef, but I was like, that didn't seem nice. That didn't hit in a nice way. You know?
And I don't think we've ever seen something like that in a freshman where like someone like
dissing
calls
someone else?
out someone, or like the 1 year Trippie Redd wasn't there for theirs. Like nobody dissed Trippie Redd, you know? Like,
yeah. Or at least
hey,
like,
I know his ass is watching at home.
Yeah, exactly. And make it clear that it's like, shout out to you, boy. I know you watching, afterwards or something like that. Like.
So fucking weird. I thought that was a strange way to end.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. You think everybody in the room would just look around like, was that a diss? Should we? I disavow this. Like,
Those four the four dudes just show back up.
Or more
no, get out of here.
Yeah.
You don't want to have anything to do with this.
Yeah, exactly. How'd you feel about Eam Triplin?
Eam Triplin, let's see what I said. I said, really like the flow. Whole first verse is so generic, and I didn't feel the half-assed shout-out to the shout-out seg. But it had good energy. I do really like the line. I'm sorry. I like the line, I pay his mama rent, made that N-word feel less than a man about it. Ooh.
I was like,
less
whoa.
than Fuck, that's
I'm gonna do a good
rough.
thing just to get in your feelings.
Just to make you feel shitty. Like, dude, alright. But
I
then,
needed
by
more
the
of that
end,
spitefulness. Yeah.
just the, checks... well, first of all, checks on me like Nike is so...
Yeah, we're done with that. Throw that on the Raptors too,
Tell her I'm a freshman, need a double XL white tee, like I'm Soulja Boy. Who is you? Don't know that boy. Got my crew to show that boy. Like,
Yeah, that was alright. We're rolling around. We're circling the drain. Yeah. But
I did like the I'm on a cardio beat. Feel like I'm up off ketamine. Damn, and he jumped off. Like, okay.
So like
he ended it hot.
Yeah, he started strong, and I think he ended strong. And so it's like I think that's what happened. The verse felt like it was stronger because it was bookended well. But by the time we get to the middle part, we're just kind of like, what's happening here? When does this really matter? Now I got an M in stock. Now I'm dropping Louis V. But no, I ain't skateboard P. It's like, okay, you're right.
Oh yeah, that's right. I meant to fucking read that off too. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah.
Man. Although I do like Japanese denim jeans is like a
Right.
real fuck like MF
like,
Doom
oh.
type.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I like the sort of like I said, the way he started, like, do a temp check on me. I ain't like these niggas hothead. I get right with a nigga. I get in your mind like a psychic. Separate Eam from the rest with a hyphen, nigga. I was like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna start a petition to make Japanese denim jeans the new rockin' Tom Cruise mom shoes. Which still
Tom Cruise mom shoes with the Japanese denim jeans. You know how we do.
It still fucking makes me laugh, especially in context that everyone was so mad at him. But
struggle rap cannabis, the fucking in a cast looking like a hurt calf. But all right, God, just let me rep my shit, okay? And I'll get out of your way. But you already paid to get here. I feel like it's only fair, you know.
Look, folks, I know this is like such a weird fucking throwback for Going Off. Like this is like season 1 as shit, but. Go back and watch the cannabis battle rap where he fucking brings out his goddamn notebook and everyone in the place starts booing his ass, and the host even has to be like, all right.
You see the rapper who came there, you see the rapper who's actually prepared his shit, guy, and like, are you serious? I like took all this time to fucking.
Ooh, he fucking looks over his shoulder at one point, so fucking pissed off. Like, dude, I am not humoring this. What the fuck is this? No way.
And then what is
that shit's so fucking funny to me still.
I put a bomb in your mom's thong or something like that.
Oh,
what?
Christ. God, it's so funny too because he fucking starts with the "you're rocking Tom Cruise mom shoes," and the audience is kind of like, like they kind of think it's funny.
Like, okay,
but then when he has
he went for something.
But then when he has to like start over and he says it again, like no one thinks it's funny anymore.
Yeah, right. It's like, all right,
all right.
Like, look, if you're gonna go for that daylight, energy of like, oh, you're saying the most wild out shit, you need to be consistent with that. But that just felt like, this is a rhyme,
Yeah, this was something witty I thought was funny because I mean, Japanese denim jeans doesn't even really fit. Well, like I guess it does because I got Emmett stocks, now I'm dripping Louis V.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, he's talking about what he's wearing costs more than a wedding ring. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Costs more than a wedding ring.
Okay. It isn't just some random shit then. Okay.
Yeah, it's built up a little bit. Then Jello. California.
I wrote
not that interesting of Jello. It's
the note I wrote down was super sloppy double dare with the weakest start. Move, bitch, get out the way. I feel like ludicrous. Look, dude.
When I'm speeding down that E-way, did you like that rhyme?
And that is such like a taste of what's to come because he is all over the place in his verse. He can't keep his footing at all. But just to start with that really
he can't get up.
Just with that move, bitch, because he has to make it fit the beat.
Yeah, right.
It's such a weird.
Why
did he do that?
Yeah.
So fucking unfortunate. I don't know why he started like that. It was really weird. I also didn't like this didn't deserve a fucking whatever. But he goes, sorry.
Yeah, you're yawning before you even say it.
I know. Been a gangsta since 3 years old.
That was the worst part.
Why the fuck you think they call me G3?
Huh?
Do they? Do they call you that?
Is that cool? G3? Does that mean something? I know it's on a piano. G3 on a piano. What is? Why do you think they call me G3? Because I've been a G since 3. Like, is that what?
They don't. They don't know that.
Yeah.
That's not commonly known Jello lore. Oh, we all know he's been a gangster since the age of 3. That's why we call him G3. I figured it would just be like stylized G3LO, maybe like if you spell his name with numbers.
Oh, sure.
Or something.
Yeah, like Megan Mathregan.
Oh, Mathregan, yeah, but like.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely had that robotic rap style down. You know.
Yeah.
He's a undefeated nigga any battle. How these niggas gonna defeat me? Been whooping niggas since a little one. How these niggas gonna beat me? I almost thought he just said the same rhyme there because defeat me and beat me. It's like, okay, this is the same idea though, Yeah, and then told my dog take 2 of his. Now them niggas looking for some missing pics. I was just confused about that.
I didn't know what the fuck that meant. And again, to end the video on that was just like, oh,
Yeah, I think this is why people were really underwhelmed. It's like, again, it's always going to feel a bit like a grab bag with this shit because you're just kind of like just pulling at whoever has the most, I don't know, views on Spotify or listens on Spotify
how does this
for the
shit
past
work?
year. That's probably just how they're
wondered,
doing it.
Yeah, right. Like, what dictates?
Yeah, but so if we're gonna lay it out, let me know how would you arrange the list of best to worst?
Okay, starting from the best, I got Rayvon, no surprise.
Agreed.
Samara Sin.
Agreed.
Then I got 1-900 Rugrat.
Agreed.
Then I got Eam Triplin.
Agreed as well.
Oh fuck.
We might just have the same list.
I'm getting nervous because he like at this point is here where it starts to get a little dicey. Baby Chief Do It.
Agreed as well.
Okay. We're going, baby.
I think it's a little synonymous in this bitch.
Okay. Here's where it might get.
Not synonymous. What's the word? What's the word? It's unanimous. Yeah, it's unanimous in this
bitch. Okay. Then I got Nino Paid.
Agreed as well.
Okay. Then I got Shimmy.
Agreed as well.
Okay. Here's where it might get a little dicey. I keep thinking we're testing our luck here. I got Jello.
Ooh, no. Oh, folks, if you were betting on the lottery, the numbers didn't come all the way out.
I fucking bet Ian on this, so whatever the fuck I said. Yeah, then I got Ian as number 9. Then I got Laser Dim 700, and then YTB Fat in dead last.
Well, we agree about dead last.
I felt like that was
just nothing. Good lord, get it all the way out. You might as well just edited that shit out. But after Low Shimmy, to me, I put number 8 Laser Dim 700. The number 9 is Ian. The number 10 is Jello. Like he had just enough of something to be not the absolute worst. Whereas YTV Fat, there's just nothing here. Like you could have trimmed all this fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for me, Laser Dim got a 0.5. And YTB got a 0. So there was no way Laser Dim wasn't gonna be second to last. But yeah, at that point I was just going because there were so many ties for 1. Like I mean, people who had 1s. So that was where it got a little dicey.
Where it's just like it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other in terms of like how much better one is than the other at a certain point. Where it's just like there was one good line and then most of it's just wasting my time.
It's so funny how like the difference of just one good line would have made so much of a difference in like the order.
Oh right, yeah. But this is what you pay us the big $0 to do, guys.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's right. This was free. No more paid requests. Look at that. We're doing it for the love of the game.
We're doing this pro bono, folks. Yeah. I figure we talked about this a little bit when we wrapped the podcast up that we would just be kind of doing these specials like for the things we always kind of come together for, like the award shows, right? And this dealy. Yeah. Oof. Aside from like 2 or 3 standouts, what an incredibly underwhelming class.
Absolutely. That's the
This might be the worst we've ever talked about.
Good lord. Oh no, I hate to be hyperbolic, but yeah, Rayvon, Samara Sin, and 1900 Rugrat if you're generous, and Eam Triplin, and then everything else is fall off. You know what I mean? Yeah. What else is there to say? What more can we say? I don't know. Let's do our plugs. Get the fuck out of here. Kofi.com/rapcritic if you want to support your boy doing live streams. That seems to be what people really enjoy. Seeing your boy live, bullshitting, playing some hard-ass video games while also trying to, like, comprehend the music that I'm listening to and being like, oh, how do I really feel? Because that's what I used to do with my sister back in the day. We would play video games and listen to music, so I'm like, carry on tradition in that way, you know what I'm saying?
That's fun.
So, if you want to make a request, Kofi.com/rapcritic for doing live streams. Look at whatever the prices are, but Yeah, it's like we can listen to albums or best ofs. People have been doing video game music, fucking Parappa the Rapper, and
hell yeah, that's fun.
And that whole universe of music with Lama Jammy and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
As well as patreon.com/rapcritic for new episodes and getting all the content first, music, the playlists, exclusive live streams like doing the video game nights, the freestyle nights. You know, if you ain't chicken, you can face me on that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's about it. Yeah, those two main sources. What about you?
Cool. Well, I'm back to trying to keep steady on putting out Riff Break and Riff Comms episodes. We've covered like the last few weeks at this point, so we're back to being pretty consistent. For folks who may have left for whatever reason, because I get comments every so often on a video like, "Oh my God, where have y'all been?" And it's like, what do you mean? Like, we post things pretty regularly. What do you mean, where have we been?
Yeah,
but,
it's
like,
the algorithm not showing people shit when you're not like the
YouTube
biggest creator,
It definitely does like to hide people's shit. So, we haven't went anywhere. We've been posting stuff pretty consistently. Riffcom episodes, Riff Break episodes. Those are the primary objective now. So if you like those and you want to see more of that, and if you want to catch up on episodes you might have missed, that's youtube.com/riffcoms. And if you want to help support me financially, it is ko-fi.com/ is it Your Girl Moth? Hold on a second.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
Your Girl Moth. My Girl Moth.
Yeah, it's Ko-fi, that's ko-fi.com/ Your Girl Moth, YOUR Girl Moth. And Patreon is patreon.com/muse. That hasn't changed. Was one of the fucking early adopters of Patreon, so it's like, yeah, I ain't changing that URL. I was lucky enough to get it in the first place. Not like anyone's going to be fighting me for it, but,
There might be, someone out there.
You never know.
Waiting on Tinder hooks for you to shut it down and be like, aha!
That's like me watching the twitter.com/muse and someone who hasn't tweeted on that page in, like, so fucking long. Yeah. It's like, oh, but they're like, oh, we're going to start deleting inactive pages. And it's like, I don't believe that's true, actually. Or else
right. You need to pump up your numbers. Don't act like you don't,
Yeah, what do you mean? But yeah, that's basically it, really. Just kind of chilling, just taking it easy.
Yeah, and giving it hard.
as the only way we know how.
Exactly. Precisely. So yeah, it sounds like we're wrapping up. Let's get on up out of here.
And really just brushing off the rust. I think we did pretty good for not recording an episode and
exactly keeping the people entertained. Superstar podcasters in our superstar era. You got the star glasses on. I got the shades on. We're like just chilling in our status. Resting on those laurels, but not getting too comfy. No.
But still, nonetheless, bringing it to you gonad style.
That's it. That's exactly it. But yeah, let's get on the fuck up out of here. This has been the Goin Off podcast. Thank you so much, people. And as we always do at the end, with something to leave you with,
Ooh.
Yo. I'm a man who was born to have a mic on next to me at all times, ready to kick around. That will keep me out of financial bind. Because if these kids don't go buy a record, we'll be has-beens and plus naked. So we owe them. So pull out your pen, sign an autograph. You might make a new friend. Read my mic, heed my sight. I'll definitely lead you right. Just treat me right. Peace.
What was that?
Treat Me Right by Chubb Rock.
Oh, fuck. Wow.
Treat me right. There's some lines that just sound so good, you just want to say them.
Oh, yeah, 100%.